TPLF rebels are continuing to abandon their positions in North and South Wollo. The latest information we have now is that TDF and their fighters have abandoned their positions in Urgesa, Wichale, and Haik. These are positions they had taken earlier and were holding since they moved into Amhara region. However, in the latest onslaught by the Ethiopian National Defense Forces and regional forces appears to have tilted the war in favor of the government forces. And we have seen very many instances of withdrawal by the TDF and their fighters from their positions in South and North Wollo. Currently, there is a lot of fighting going on in Shifra, and in Shifra, the TDF have been unable to enter the city because the city is heavily defended by Afar regional forces supported by the Ethiopian National Defense Forces. Shifra is also very flat territory, and it is impossible for TDF to move around undetected. It is not mountainous like the areas that the TDF have been operating from in Amhara region. Now, there are a lot of reports and interesting conjectures about Dessie and Kombolcha. Ladies and gentlemen, Dessie and Kombolcha are still firmly in the hands of the Ethiopian National Defense Forces. There is very little information coming from the side of the TDF on the advances towards Dessie, but every move they have made in the recent past seems to have failed. And therefore, Kombolcha and Dessie, which are actually what we call transit towns, they are the major junction of the A2 and the B21 highways, and they connect the northern parts of Ethiopia with the south, and therefore they are very important. These twin towns, Kombolcha and Dessie, are very important to the Ethiopian economy, and therefore these are positions that the government forces will want to hold at any cost, and the TDF leaders do not seem to have taken this into account, and therefore the heavy fighting around those areas are indicative of what we call grounds of tactical importance for both sides. But it appears at the moment that TDF has abandoned fighting a conventional war, and they are moving their forces from defensive positions, their bunkers and trenches, and moving into the mountains where they can fight guerrilla wars, hitting at government position and then retreating to the safety of the mountains. So, as it were, ladies and gentlemen, I do not need to repeat again, Dessie and Kombolcha are safely in the hands of the government forces, and these towns are being used as the launch pads for the onslaught against TDF, TPLF in the southern parts of Wollo and in North Wollo, where TDF seem to have abandoned their defensive positions in the last 1 week. Thank you.